Okay, groups, so we are on our practice for finding area and perimeter of parallelograms. And so when we're finding the area and perimeter, we obviously need to have the sides. So we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem to do that. So we're going to draw a triangle here on our first side. This will be our hypotenuse, so that'll be our C. 5 is going to be our A. 6. And 10 is going to be our B. So we'll do 5 squared plus 10 squared equals C squared. Okay, so that gets us 125. Take our square root, and we'll round that to 11.2. 11.2 for our first side. Okay, for our next side, we'll have 4 as our A value, 8 as our B value, and then our C value is going to be the side that we're looking for, which is the hypotenuse. So we'll do 4 squared plus 8 squared, and that gets us 80. Take our square root, and we get 8.9. Okay, so now we have that side, which is 8.9. If you remember correctly, for rectangles, the opposite sides are congruent. So this side will be 11.2. This side will be 8.9. So for our perimeter, we're going to add all of our sides together. Which is 40.2. They didn't give us a measurement, so we'll just use units. Okay, for our area, this is base times height, so we'll do 11.2 times 8.9, which is 99.68. And that will be units squared. Okay, for letter B, we'll do the same thing here. So draw our triangle. We have 2 and 4. So 2 squared plus 4 squared is 20. Take our square root, and that gets us we'll say 4.5. Okay, for our other side, 3 and 6. Okay, so we'll do 3 squared, 6 squared, that gets us 45. And then take our square root of 45, and we end up with 6.7. So now we know we have 2 sides that are 4.5 and 2 sides that are 6.7. So for perimeter, we'll add those up. And so we get 22.4 units for our perimeter. And then for our area, we do base times height, so 6.7 times 4.5, which is 30.15 units squared. Okay, number 2 here at the bottom. It says find the area and perimeter of rectangle ABCD, and it gives us the vertices. So we're going to go ahead and plot those. So there's A, B is at 4, 0, C is at negative 2, 8. And D is at negative 6, 5. Okay, so now that we have our figure, we can go ahead and draw our triangles. And so there we have 4 and 3. So to find that other side, that'll be our hypotenuse. So we'll do 4 squared plus 3 squared. That gets us 25. Take the square root of C. Square root of 25 is 5. So that tells us that this side has a measurement of 5. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with our other side. Oops, I should have used a different color for that. So we have a measurement of 6 down here. Well, maybe. Roughly 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 over here. Okay, so 6 and 8. That gets us 100. And the square root of 100 is 10. Okay, now if you remember right, for a rectangle, opposite sides are congruent, so we know that all 4 sides are taken care of. For the perimeter, we will add all 4 sides up, so that'll give us 20 and 30 units, and then our area will be base times height. Oops. Our base is 5, and our height is 10, and so that'll be 50 units squared.